All right, so this will be a little different. I wasn't psyched about how Visor was going. Partly it could be due in part to I don't know if maybe I don't have the right cable because I might not have a proper data cable or something. But also streaming a video essentially from one thing to another, like it leads to like video compression, all these other issues, which is already iffy when you're already compressing said video again in the process of putting on YouTube. So it's like just making it worse than frame rate problems. And I have a shitty phone because I have no budget. I put my budget into my computer, but I don't have a phone. I have a tablet. So I went to BlueStacks. So that's what we're on right now. And so this is odd because it emulates an Android essentially, but you still access the Google Play Store and you still buy the apps and you still play them officially, but via a virtual Android on your PC as opposed to being a phone. There's upsides and downsides to this. One, the point-to-point, like first of all, the visuals are generally just way cleaner because they're rendered right here on my screen. It also is running better. The mouse controls are significantly improved because it's direct and not a weird approximation thing. One problem is that it's a mouse, so that means I can't look down at my phone to do two-finger inputs or gyroscope inputs or pinch to zoom. So you have to click on like a thing. So like earlier in that one part where I pulled the thing to the right and then pull the other locket up, I had to do the sideways, like pull up the lock gesture with a swipe like this and assign it to G, and then I would pull the right thing with my mouse to the right and then press G to open the lock, because I have to manually record the swipe in advance and then do that. Same thing here for this little T you see down here. That was the one where you had to press the two buttons at once in order to make the symbol show up in that weird Stonehenge place. I would press one of the buttons with my mouse and then press T, and this little scribbling animation here would hold down that button long enough so that it would then press both things at once to make the symbol show up, so I could input it into the floor there. So this is going to be an adventure. Arrow keys are supposed to apparently control the gyroscope, and unfortunately the worst part about this whole thing is the way I zoom is by holding control and mouse wheeling. That is woefully inconsistent, so we'll see. But hey, it'll look better, so there's that. Everything would be easier if everything was just on PC. Anyway, let's go to chapter 2, and hopefully I won't hit some kind of weird roadblock. I've so far replayed all of chapter 1 on PC in this, and I've managed to make it this far. So far, no roadblocks. And hey, at some point, just trying to figure out how to work around these weird limitations is another puzzle in itself. So there's that. That is what it felt like when I was recording an input in advance and then hotkeying it so I could open a lock that was otherwise like not even meant to be a puzzle. I'm like, oh cool, it's like more puzzle on my puzzle, which will be cool up until the moment where it literally breaks the game and I'm like, I can't continue. So let's hope that doesn't happen, I guess. What I've found is that if I want a mouse wheel, I usually highlight over here, because if I zoom, I think it's trying to emulate somebody doing a pinch to zoom like gesture on the screen. So it works best to go to a part of the screen that doesn't have gestures available, which is this dead zone, this bar of the inventory. So I'll usually, if you see my mouse go over here, it's usually because I'm trying to do this. And now it's telling me to, yep. So yeah, whenever you'll see my mouse go over here, and that usually means I'm trying to zoom out. And I'm trying to get my screen out of the interactive parts of the screen to make that work. Can I go over to that? Ooh. Little screws. Oh? Aren't you interesting? 3, 6, 9, 12 will have lines on them, and then there's this guy. What is up with that? Do you have to be on one of those? This isn't, wait. Is this based on what time it is on my computer right now? Or real life, I suppose? It might be. It is currently... No way. It is... It's currently 7:22. No way. Yeah. That's 7. That should be right, doesn't... No? Yeah. No, yeah, that's based on what time it is now. Can I tell my computer to say it's a different time? Adjust date and time. The time automatically set to off. Change date and time. Let's set to 30. Will you recognize that it's currently 7:30? Maybe if I zoom out for a moment and come back? No. I haven't done anything yet. Let's just restart the chapter and see if it'll... It might be app wide. I might have to actually come back when the time is correct. But I'm trying to do like system level tricks. I'm trying to record it down now, damn it. Zoom out. Zoom out. Here we are again. There we go. Tried the other corner. Ah. It seems to actually know what time it is. Or at least it's probably checking the actual internet, perhaps. And not what my system says. Slightly more annoying. We have like 6 minutes to wait before it reaches one of those times, and then that will open. Poke around for a little bit. Or I suppose I could just wait here for yeah, you know what, let's just wait here for 6 minutes. I don't know if I'll hit a dead end where I can't come back. As much as I hate wasting time right now. Bing! Bing! It's making sounds quickly before it goes away or something. No more looking at YouTube comments. What is happening? 412, yes. Okay, do I just move these? Oh, I just moved these, okay. Bad touch. Crystal? Hi. Welcome to my inventory, Mr. Crystal. Do you go right there? What is that? Oh, that's just... Oh, that's where that peg went there before. Anything else in here? Alright, there's a weird hexagonal spot here. Not sure what to make. All I know is that sound startled me a little bit. I was like, I guess I should have expected a clock noise to happen. And look at any, like, the diplomas or certificates or whatever. This painting. You bet your ass I'm clicking around like a lunatic now. Like a goddamn lunatic. We've been, yeah, use that thing, use that thing, use that thing. Fireplace. Thing above, no, there's nothing above the fireplace. Who puts a thing in front of, why are you gonna hang up a painting and then put like machinery in front of it? There's perfectly good spots on other walls, I think, somewhere, probably. Oop. Now we're back. You look like you're from Myst. That's like distractingly, oddly, weirdly familiar, having just played Myst 4. I'm like, look at this, the weird gem things you use when you're doing the calibrator thingy and stuff. Did I read you yet? Your seal's not broken, I don't think. The key to the knoll will be forged here. I have given you the first piece. For safety, the remaining 4 are held separately. Retrieve them and bring them to this font. Only then can you fulfill your destiny, the Craftsman. Oh. I was kind of wondering if it was some kind of secret, but now that I think about it, this gem is probably... Is there anything on these side walls? I'm looking at the bottom of this pedestal. Now that I realize that this gem's probably used for one of the things around here. They gave me the symbol, the... what do you call it? Medallion, signet. I was trying to look for where it was, but I remembered it was there and it moved up. The family crest looking ass thing, name, stuff, whatever. They gave me one of those here. I need more of those. I think the gem I just got might be the next one. What's this? Howdy. Oh, do I stick you in there and then a beam comes out or something? Apparently not. So I think we're going to stick a light source in here, and it's going to bounce off all of these mirrors like we're in a Magic School Bus episode. And then something will happen with the central gem thing. But I need to find the rest of them. Can't go to that thing because it's slightly shadowy over there, which means it's inaccessible in the standards of the room game. Presumably this one over here is the one I'm doing next because it's the one they let me walk up to. Are we not done with this previous room yet? Because I was able to zoom in on this thing before, which you would think means that we're going to use it in some way. Triangle. Wait. Oh, it just occurred to me. Never mind. See, I was thinking they were talking about, like, you need to get the thing, whatever device is required to open each door. They're talking about the triangles. The pyramids. That's what it is. Okay. When I got to the end of that chapter, I mistakenly thought that the one that I had previously placed to get there had just found me again, and I could use it again. No, this is a new one. This is a different one, because I just had the moment of realization. I'm like, I was hearing that thing spin, but that's in my inventory. I have 2 of them. Important detail. Give me my light source. I'm way ahead of you, I think. What am I looking at? Oh, am I gonna build the arch? I'm gonna build the rest of that arch, aren't I? Okay, let's just line this up, I guess. Oh, goodness. So you move each of the 2 halves separately. So that's gonna be the angle. There we go. Ah, my eyes. They're not gonna give me the laser pointer yet. We're doing this one next. Okie dokie. They really love that trick with the, perspective stuff. Maybe we're... Okay, so maybe this gemstone is some kind of special secret or something. Or maybe I just... Well, I'll find a thing in the next room that I needed it for. Do I have to come back every 15 minutes to get the next crystal from the same clock? Because that would really suck. That would be really unfortunate if I had to come back that often. Mystical Maggie! Your fate awaits. Cross my palm with silver. The past, present, and future, trained by the great Khan himself. That you mean the other not real person? That was also a fake mechanical person? Okay. These are really complicated ways to make keys, but bravo. She seems familiar somehow. Do I have to light her candles? Or do I genuinely have to go find some silver? No, don't zoom in more, zoom out. No, I'm trapped. Zoom out. There we go. That'll happen every now and then, I think. Now that we're playing on a... Definitely not a phone. Interesting. Here you stand, all corporeal and breathing and the rest. Existing is something you appear to have a tremendous knack for. A useful trait, and one that has been distressingly lacking in my previous apprentices. Perhaps my search really is at an end. The library is unique in all the world, though I would counsel against indulging your curiosity, as it is common at Greyholm. There are things here that are not sympathetic towards inquisitive hands. Do not idle here. The Craftsman. I am gonna idle the fuck out of this place, and you can't stop me, unless I die, I guess. It's in my nature. Hey, it's the exact sort of thing as before. So step 1, figure out how to turn you on. Follow the cables. Or just ignore it and wander around. That sounds like a better idea. See, there's a staircase, there's a weird wall. Bunch of books that seem like placeholdery stuff. Oh hey, this looks kind of like Enchambered. This is irrelevant to basically anyone, but if you're in the Sacramento area, for the love of God, if you like escape rooms, which you hopefully do if you're watching these videos, find Enchambered. It's so good. It's absurdly good. They're not paying me. They are the standard by which all other escape rooms I've found so far are judged. And most things are not judged favorably as a result. $17.95. Eh? Stay. Oh. $17.95 is apparently a code, perhaps, or just what this is currently set to. I take it I still need to turn the power on, because nothing seems to react to much of anything, really. I feel like that's going to open. It looks solid, like it'll do something. I need a way to go upstairs. Can I zoom in on those things? No. The cord from this thing goes upstairs, so I need to find a way upstairs either way. Oh, probably through there? Yep. Oh, here's the power. Duh, the same thing as last time. So it would appear that reoccurring puzzles are a thing now. I'm sorry, does this thing only touch one thing, and that's it? Oh, it connects to those things. Oh, that's where things get weird, huh? Okay, so first of all, something has to touch here. If we do it this way, it would then link through here and to touch to negative. But that'd be rather underwhelming, all things considered, given the complexity of this device. How it just seems not to be helpful. So let's try using you and you. Where does that take us? From a positive to a positive. Also useless. There's no other moving device around here. Those are the only two. So that might be what we have to do. Okay. At which point we then need to connect you to something. And it's already over. I thought they were going to do something more interesting with those little micro connections, but that's actually a puzzle that almost solves itself. Okay, so the line going upstairs is lit. Let's back up a little bit. You're still dim, so something upstairs is stopping the power from going through. They don't want us, they do not want me looking around in that hallway. Apparently it is not full of anything, any mechanics or details, because we're swooping straight through it. The environment's so much bigger in this game. Turn the castle on? Is that what we're doing? Lights going on. That's what we needed. Now we'll proceed to ignore that thing and see what else I can do around here. Because last time I found a clock. I bet there's something like that in each room. The Great Khan. Was there a bunch of lip service given to the Great Khan in the previous game? Or games? Or was that a different escape room? I feel like that's like a tropey thing for... I feel like the Great Khan is like this tropey thing for a fortune teller character, so I don't know if that was specifically from the last one or not, or if that was a different game I played. You can close it. By the way, a little bit of storytelling here, probably. You got faces burned out. First of all, he appears to have the pyramid that I need, but also he's very spited against, possibly by this mystical Maggie, who was trained by him. The Great Khan and his impossible pyramid. You will not believe your eyes. Refined fun and profound mystery await. Gaze and wonder at his pyramid of possibility, a veritable Pandora's box of delights. It's a Pandora's pyramid, silly. Hey. Gotcha. I put you in there? Nope. Okay. That one has a circle and this one has a square. Why is that? You can't close it as long as you have this square. Ooh. There is a symmetrical pattern on this thing. Top and bottom. I'm thinking that maybe I might need this to find a sphere, but then when I have a sphere, I might be able to put it on this side in order to somehow, I don't know, turn to a different page or something, maybe? Into that. Question mark. Let's take a look downstairs. Downstairs was all the weird audio equipment. I now have a key and that. So you should work now, right? Okay. 1795, but what else? Can't seem to zoom in on anything. The button doesn't react. Admittedly, they don't really seem plugged in. I don't see a keyhole. Maybe there, but I can't zoom in on it, so it's probably not important. I am not sure what to think of the gramophone stuff. Can I zoom out, please? I can't. Can't zoom out. That's not good. There we go. How about you? You had a similar symbol on the bottom, but it's not the right one. It's a completely different symbol down here. The same one from the previous games, I believe. I wonder if I want to unlock that book and put it over here or something. Seems too big to fit. That book seems massive compared to that. Also not lost on me that I solved the previous puzzle after I'd already finished the chapter, so may not be the worst idea to finish the chapter first. There we go. Same thing as last time where you slowly rotated them, but instead of rotating them, you hold it down and it automatically goes all the way up and all the way down over and over again. It's comparable to when you have a light dimmer and the thing that affects the dimness of your light bulb is based on you holding a button down as opposed to any sort of like satisfying like number input or sliding scale. There's always a sort of silent agony with that stuff, where it's like, you want to make the light slightly brighter? Well, that's too bad, because when you started holding the button down, it started going darker first. Haha, gonna wait for it to go cycle through the dark before it goes bright again. Hello. They took my stuff away, so I guess that they just don't want it cluttering my inventory, so I'll probably get that stuff back when I go back to the main world, because apparently we have a hub now, as opposed to a series of linear locations. Alright, they didn't want you to miss that one. Made it as shiny as possible. Birdie? Alright, obvious keyhole. Keep that in mind. There's a crank. Doesn't move. Gonna have to put it in something first. How about this bird? It's some kind of cage, I can't reach it. There's also clearly not a bird in it. And yet, there was also totally a bird in it. Mystery for the ages. Yeah, that doesn't work that way. We need something completely different for you. What do you know of time? This tower was added by my great-grandfather, though his time ran out earlier than expected. Your path will appear when the last bell tolls midnight. A trifle dramatic, I know, but our ancestors understood more than they realized. There truly are moments when the cycle of our world brings it closer to its neighbors, the Craftsman. Zoom out, please. There we go. What's your deal? You got a handle up here? Ooh. Somewhere else, another mechanism will make the other one move. How about this thing? Can I slide that? No. Oh, hey. We can immediately see the pyramid for this chapter. Taunting us. I need to find one of these pawn-looking things. 4 on the top, 3 on the bottom. This one, you'll insert it here, then slide it that way, most likely. And it's likely in a completely different location. What's down here? Ooh, I get to show you guys what I do now. Okay. I have to do both of these at the same time, so you are gonna get a hand gesture going like that. I'm gonna map you to, I don't know, J, I guess? There we go. Then we close that. Save. Now I hold this one over here, and then I hit J. There we go. That's how you get around those kinds of puzzles. It would be hell if this was a real-time game where that mattered, but this game is a small metal pillar. This game is all do it at your own pace stuff, so it's fine. It's fine until it pulls a Rusty Lake and decides to make me do puzzles in a time limit. That's not very nice. What's this, a maze? Oh, here we go. Was not expecting a little doorway, but I should have been, because these are apparently an ongoing thing. Is it you? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just sitting here looking for the interactive pieces. Does this fit the thing I saw? This might fit the thing I saw outside. Is that the only thing that's here? It looks like a fidget cube. This thing, not the crank. Can I move you around? Can I put the crank on you? No. Oh, make these line up. Right there. Alright. Ooh, a metal ring. I'm never entirely sure which parts are going to come out and which ones aren't. It really does feel like I'm screwing around with like a fidget cube right now. Please zoom out. Please zoom out. There we go. The top kind of looks like it might open. I put the metal ring on this thing. There we go. Okay, and the crank goes there. So that's not coming outside with me, apparently. The handle came out. Oh, I got to keep it. Cool. I was worried. This looks like a code. It reminds me of the door codes we encountered in detention. The game detention, not actual detention. That does not match. Let's try moving it down. What? No. How do I move it? Oh, you move the plate that's under it. Okay. We want it to be right there. I'm just making the two of them match.